Hey, happy Wednesday, everyone. It's March 18th, 2026. I'm Rich Tola, and here's what's cooking for today. Household items beware. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the proper way to store the top 10 household items. I read this article and I'm thinking, I don't get the passing grade on that one, but we'll get to that. Number two, top fun facts of the day. So it's going to be a fun show today. Definitely want to have some fun. But first, the ABCs: all body workout, blissful sleep, colorful diet. Check, check, check. 3 for 3. I like it. You got to go 3 for 3 today, or every day. But yesterday, if you watched yesterday's show, did a little story about this ex-Marine that I met in the gym who eats once a day. And hey, Mott's, my buddy Guy LaMotta from growing up, you guys should watch episode 196. Motts, are you watching? He started laughing at me when I said, hey, I tried to do it. I woke up yesterday, 2 hours after I was starving. I said, I can't do that. So what are my thoughts on it? I eat 2.5 times a day and or twice a day. I get 2 good meals in and then like a snack here or there. I love pretzels, so I kind of build those in. So that's what I'm a believer of. The once a day thing, I can't do it. I got to stabilize my energy throughout the day. And so I'm doing the 2 meals a couple hours after I wake up, then later during the day. Yesterday, I had the peas. Remember we talked about the food yesterday, the plant-based? Well, I rocked it out with the baby peas. Gotta love that. All right, let's jump right into this here with the household items beware. So what happens is, I read this now, give a shout out to, it's called theamericanfacts.com. Guys know I read that. How do we store these items? I mean, it's like, wow, you may have learned it growing up. I know my mother did a great job of storing items, but I do not. Heat, humidity, clutter, it really can shorten the lifespan of these items. So let's get started. We're doing the top 10. Number 1 is books. Got a beautiful bookcase here. Books need to be stored in open shelving so that air can circulate. Got to be careful putting them in boxes. Most people store them in the basement, in the garage. Moisture ruins them. Do not store books that way. Keep them out. Plus, it's an invitation for someone to read. Somebody might grab a book off your shelf when they visit. Oh, look at this. Let them read. We all need to read more. Number 2, medicine. All right, where do you store your medicine? Most people put it in the bathroom, right? That's not good. Heat and steam. You want a cool, dry place. Hallway closets, the best, or in a bedroom drawer. Number 3, important documents. What do most people do? They stack them up. They pile them up, right? Don't do that. It's a dedicated fire-resistant files good, or a document box. I keep them in document. I have a closet here with a lot of document boxes, so that's what I do. Kind of learn that. Kind of keep them in order. I separate it by years, keep my taxes that way. All right, number 4, photo albums. This is important. Loose photographs. Hey, I know a lot of people. Most people put them, again, in the garage and in the basement. That's not good. Ideally, an acid-free box. Put them in the closet. So good on that. You definitely want to do that. Number 5 is olive oil. I failed the test on this one. I use a lot of olive oil. I keep it near the stove, but in a little closet there. Well, heat, light, air causes the oil to turn rancid much faster. So you don't want to do that. Cool, dark cabinet away from appliances, tightly sealed. Well, I got the tightly sealed away from appliances. That's proper for olive oil. All right, how about this? Coffee. Here's another one. Most people keep it in the original bag like I do. I do put it in the freezer. I learned that from a buddy of mine who owned a restaurant years ago. But you really want to put it in an airtight container, even if it's one of those plastic containers. This guy used to go for it when he got soup. He would use that container and put it in there, put it in the freezer. So I need to be doing that. I'm kind of lax on that. But yeah, coffee, airtight, cool, dry place. It's best for preserving aroma and taste. Again, I keep it in the freezer. How about this? Number 7's bread. Yeah, most people, either they put it in the refrigerator. I don't put bread in the refrigerator, but it dries it out faster. You don't want to do that. What you want to do, give a shout out to my mom. She kept the bread in the freezer. Wrap it tight. It can go right from the freezer to the toaster. That's what she would do. I never kind of understood that, but this is the way to do it. She was right. Hey, Mom, way to go. I keep it in a little closet because I go through it pretty quickly, and I don't mind it if it's a little stale. So if you don't mind that, then you're gonna keep it like I do. All right, how about this? Spices. I fail on this one. Spice racks near the stove are common. That's what I have. I have one of those little lazy Susan things that spins around. I kind of like it. It's sort of I'm like particular where I put things, so it sort of like has its own place. That's the wrong place because steam weakens the flavor of spices over time. So a drawer, cool cabinet, away from heat, spices last longer, tightly sealed, of course. That's important. I mean, that's obvious. Make sure it's sealed because moisture and oxidation will occur. All right, number 9, toothbrushes. Well, let me tell you, it says most people leave them uncovered near the sink, but they're exposed to moisture and bacteria. You want to store it upright, well-ventilated holder. It allows it to completely dry out. Well, let me tell you, I'm going to give a shout out to Oral-B. This is going back 2 years ago. I went to the dentist, and the dentist said, I brushed too hard. She's like, you need to get an electric toothbrush. Well, let me tell you, it changed my life. Get the round ones. I got the round. I mean, they last forever. And get a good one for sure. You want to get a good one. But let me tell you, I highly recommend electric toothbrushes. Changed it for me. And then you have more control and you don't damage the gums as much. So, hey, go with the electric if you can. And like I said, they last a long time. I change that thing like once a month ahead. Let me tell you, that's the way to go. Number 10 is batteries. Again, I'm losing on this one. What do most people put their batteries? They throw them in the junk drawer, right? And it bounces up against paper clips. I have screwdrivers in there. I got all sorts of things. I don't know. I love having a junk drawer. You just throw crap in there. Well, don't do that. All right. Because again, they're going to lose their short circuit. They get short circuit. They get leaks. They're going to lose their charge. So you want to put them in a labeled container. And that's going to prevent contact issues. I should do that. I keep mine in a plastic bag now. I moved them from the junk to the plastic bag, but I got to get it contained. All right, so how am I batting over here? Let's see. Books, documents, photos, and maybe I'll give a half on a battery. So I'm at 3.5. 3.5 out of 10. That's a failing grade. I got to get my shit together. So I will do that, guys. And you do the same. Have some fun with that. Speaking of fun, let's jump on to the top fun facts of the day. I like doing this. Did this yesterday. Let's do this today. All right. Number 1 is today. Happy anniversary or happy birthday to the greatest show on earth. Anybody? Barnum and Bailey Circus. Yeah, this is 145 years old today. Started in 1881 on this day, debuted in New York City's Madison Square Garden. Been there many times. It was Barnum and Bailey. Now it's Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. It relaunched in 2023. Right. They took a 6-year hiatus. Well, check it out. The new show focuses on technology, stunt work, and interactive elements for the audience. Well, back in the day, I remember this. I went to one time. Freak shows, clowns. Remember, they had animal acts. That was like a cool thing back in the day. But now you got all the freak shows on social media. So who needs to go to the circus? All right, number 2. This one is a sad story, calling it better luck next time. You guys see this? We got beat, Team USA, in the World Baseball Classic. We got beat by Venezuela 3-2 last night. That's a bummer. I did a tribute or a shout out to Mark DeRosa, the coach, yesterday. He went to the University of Pennsylvania like I did. And no, guys, you got to wait till 2030. That's a bummer. 4 more years. Hey, by then, there'll be no umpires. You got robots coaching first base. And what else? You're going to have a guy throwing 110 miles an hour. Those are my 3 predictions, and you'll see that's going to come true. But, hey, too bad on that, guys, but better luck next time. All right, number 3. This one I really, really like. The Dream is coming to Chicago. What does that mean? Anybody know Lollapalooza? Oh, Lollapalooza is awesome. Went to Lollapalooza one time. Coming to Chicago. When is the music festival? And I'm talking about the dream because who's going to be headlining? July 30th to August 2nd. I got to get over there. Smashing Pumpkins. That album, they had this masterpiece album, right, from 1993. And Disarm is one of my favorite songs. That was released as the third single. That's their second album. That came out on February 21st, 1994. Let me tell you, 6 weeks after Kurt Cobain died, 6 weeks before Kurt died, this album came out. He died on April 5th. Alternative rock. Alternative rock is a little bit, well, grunge is a subgenre of alternative rock. But let me tell you, Smashing Pumpkins really smashed it with that album. I mean, I remember this. I remember where I was. But Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins, Charli XCX, and Lorde are going to be headlining Lollapalooza. That's going to be awesome. And let me tell you, I watched an interview with Billy a while ago. Said the same thing that my yoga sensei said. My yoga sensei, Michael, give a shout out, teacher training back in 20 years ago, 2006, I did the teacher training. And I remember him saying, Rich, half the people are going to love you, half the people are going to not love you. He didn't say hate. He goes, so if you get more than 50% of people liking you as a teacher, that's great. Just don't expect it. Billy Corgan said the same. He said, half the people are going to like you. The other half, well, it's okay. They're not going to like you. So what are you going to do? So, hey, guys watching this show, if I'm 50%, that's good stuff, right? But hey, go check out Lollapalooza in Chicago this summer. All right, then lastly, calling this The Sky is Falling. You guys see that? I saw this in the news today, the sonic boom that happened over Cleveland. Yeah, this was a 7-ton meteor that sped across the Cleveland skies 45,000 miles an hour. I don't think they go that fast over there at the Indianapolis Speedway. Can't wait for that in May. I'll be going for the first time. But yeah, yesterday it broke apart, so there was no damage done, but there was a thunderous boom. They said it was a sonic boom. They said this thing made the sound of the equivalent of 250 tons of TNT. No kidding. It says it traveled 34 miles across the sky, 9 o'clock in the morning. You could see it all the way from Wisconsin to Maryland. So, hey, don't know if you saw it. I didn't see it here in Indianapolis, but I hope you did. That should have been cool seeing that. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. But let's finish it off with the 3 Tola takeaways. Got to leave always with these. Number 1, you got to respect the ABCs. Always got to get the workout in, focus on the sleep, the diet, critical, crucial, once or twice a day, whatever you're doing for food. Number 2, go visit somebody. Pick up the phone, call somebody, share your goodwill. And number 3, always be willing to accept someone else's opinion. Hey, nowadays we're lucky. We always have 2 sides, right? The politics. It's a battle. The war. Yeah. So anyway, got to do it. Got to accept people for who they are. All right, guys. Have an awesome day. As always, get your workout in. Peace.